Hey guys, so just reading up here. Pretty tired after this one. I'll give you a run around this house. It's all fully been floated. I think there was 14 tubs in here and about 60 odd bags of plaster, maybe a bit more. So get a run around here and show you on the rooms. This whole room is obviously solid, floated and skimmed out. And ceiling's obviously done beforehand. Get this awkward stuff to work around, all big lot of SCART leads and stuff, or HDMI cables now. Quite a lot of nibs and stuff to do. Same in this front room is quite awkward. I had to actually fill that out a bit. That was just a big drop there, and fill it out when we're floating with our waste really of the whole house, just to make sure that the big man on the stilts when he's doing these ceilings up here didn't go down in a heap. There's a green mesh. We've been putting that mesh. Foreman wanted that stuff put on every single concrete head and stuff, and any areas that did have a crack. I think this whole wall was screwed. Well, not the whole wall, but there was a full strip on it. There was a bad crack through. Again, you feature the brick. That one was out very, very neat, that one. There's still a couple of wee bits to tidy up in here. But we're just reading out really. And you can see how well the ceiling's drying here. Very little left to dry before it's ready for paint, which is good for painters. So I think there's actually holidays coming up here, so they'll be able to get in straight away after that, I imagine. Utility room. Wipe that all out. Again, all downstairs is all solid. Very little studs. Very little studs in this house altogether, really. Even upstairs was quite solid. Like links to this wall here, look, from that corner to that corner, that wall took a tub and a quarter just to do. The door frames, apparently they've made the blocks a wee bit skinnier, but these door frames are still like 5¼ inches wide, so we're the ones making up the slack with the sand cement. Ceiling looks very nice there, coming in the hallway, contrast. Nice bit of shine on that wall too. Again, we have an under the stairs here. This is going to be a wee toilet, and quite funny because we also have an under the stairs room. Pretty dark in here. Quite a lot of skimming in here as well, so there was, for being such a small wee room, and a bit of a niche done as well. I don't know what they're doing. I think they tile the whole thing and then they put I think there's a sink or something goes in them. Pretty much big detail. Something they've been doing in the houses here too is putting like a bit of oil wood around the actual finished product to keep it clean from us. And obviously we'll have the stairs just to scrape down in here. I think that's the last sort of walls what we're doing. I'll bring us upstairs anyway. These awkward C-shaped stairs have come back on themselves. They're a nightmare to scaffold, but you always have to figure something out. And having a lot of sand and cement as all these walls here, there's no studs here, these are all solid. And again, having a lot of sand and cement to do, you have to figure it out fast. If you want to get it done and get home, you know, spend more time with the tools than you do with the family. But yeah, again, I think this is the only stud in here. Yep, that's the only stud. I think the only stud is the top of that. The rest that's a solid wall. So quite a solid house. But yeah, this one was quite awkward. I'm glad to be getting out of it. Got the wee funny angles there. But yeah, looking nice. Seam in here. The whole thing plastered in that cupboard. Very awkward shape we think. All these planks left over from doing down there. Bathroom, similar to the ones I showed you on other videos. There's bits that he wanted left for the tiler, so the tiler can just crack away. I'd love them just to say leave this wee bit out, but we'll have to wrap that around. And I think the tile is gonna come up here somewhere. I don't know. Same as over there. We always go over. I think the foreman, he was giving us a bit of an allowance with it, and say like couple of inches, and then we're going over the top of that anyway, just so it's definitely covered. Nice big room in here as well. These ceilings were the first thing skimmed upstairs. They were all done on the Monday or something, so they're all pretty well forward on the drying process. And then in this big room, again you can see very nice looking ceiling, ready for the paint. Walls all, because they're satin cement, they probably will take a wee bit longer to dry, but I don't think they'll take that much longer. Big massive cupboard in here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see much, but again, that's the chimney base coming up through. It just creates more corners and angles you have in a house for plastering, you know. It just means more beading, and it means more internal corners and angles that you have to make sure it's clean. You know, beading this house with floating beads, and then your skimming beads getting put on studs, and then the ensuite. Yeah, pretty nice house this. All the houses on this side are pretty nice, well built. And pipe there, don't know what's happening there. Tried to skim around it as best we could, but I don't know if it's going right up the ceiling. Again, the place is going to be tiled. Tyler prefers it that way. Probably gives him a better bond than on our smooth plaster. But yeah. Quick look here on one of the houses we plastered out. Don't want to walk into this one as I think it's literally just been tiled, but you can see pretty good for one coat of paint so far. Pretty fresh, just as you would expect. And we'll go back into the first one we've done. I think I showed this in previous videos, and again this one's not long tiled, but I think I can maybe get a look upstairs here. Again, I think it's only one coat of white on, and then the tile's done. Just really probably really just sizing it. The arch was a bit awkward because it met the ceiling a bit funny, and you can see they must have sprayed it as there's a wee bit of overspray there in the toilet, or sorry, on the stairs. The toilet there, the wee niche tile as well, looking good. You can see the overspray a bit better from there, on the wood as well there, the handrail. Well, yeah, it's all looking pretty nice, fresh, bright. Awkward tunnel cupboards, we'll call it a tunnel. But yeah, sometimes cupboards feel like tunnels, no end. But yeah, it's all looking pretty good to me, guys. This is my work on video for all to see, before and after. You're able to see all the plastering processes, and I can see sort of some of the fit out as well, how good it looks with the tiles and the walls. I think the tiles are pretty nice in this house as well, and going on pretty well. Tyler obviously knows what he's doing. Painter seems like he knows what he's doing too. So yeah, you get a good house when you get a lot of tradesmen that know their jobs. Again, there you go, guys, look at that. That's my thoughts. Very good. And yeah, what's your thoughts, guys? White shows all the sins. This is a big ceiling. These are all big walls. Remember, these walls were even bigger when we done them, as the floor has came up probably, you know, half a foot. If you look back on some of the older videos, day one on site and stuff, you'll see that. But yeah. Any questions, guys? Just whack it into the description, no problem. So on to the next.